All right, here we go.
And did you pay online?
No, here.
In cash?
Yep.
$80?
$80.
Questions?
Nope.
Alright, you are good to go. Be watching your emails and have a great day, sir.
Thanks a lot. I should have asked him if he was gonna buy me dinner. Wow, that hurt. I mean, I'm not a baby, but that did not feel good. All right, let's get out of here. Woo. That was brutal. All right, we're gonna try to make this all in one go. Have you ever wanted to do something, whether it was write a book or tell a story or start a business or publish a YouTube video or get on stage or just do something, and you have that overwhelming sense that you should delay it just for a little bit, that you can do it tomorrow, you can start tomorrow, you can finish tomorrow, you can edit tomorrow, you can write tomorrow, you can do it tomorrow. It's called resistance. Resistance is this idea that this force, if you will, that wants to keep things the way they are. It wants to keep you from moving from here to there. It wants to keep you from accomplishing the vision that you have in your mind. It acts like a wall or a barrier. Its sole purpose is to not allow things to change. You've experienced that resistance. I've experienced that resistance. Today is Tuesday afternoon, and I have committed to posting a video on YouTube every week. And I committed every single week I was gonna post a video, whether it was good or not. And it is Tuesday. I had committed that I was gonna post every week, record on Friday, edit over the weekend, post Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. And here we are a few days later and I've yet to post. And I'm just now recording. And the reason why is because I was giving into resistance. I was delaying, I was procrastinating, say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. And the big idea of resistance is that it simply wants to keep things the way they are. And when you create, it changes things. And so why do I resist? I was trying to examine the reasons why I give into resistance. And one of the thoughts that came to mind was ADD. I am legitimately ADHD, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I take medication for it. Been like that for all my life, and I started taking medication when I was about 30 years old. I'm almost 42, so over a decade I've been taking medication. And it's a very real thing, and just so you know, I don't think anything's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with being ADD. I like being ADD. The idea of having one thought at a time just seems boring to me. Who would want that? Some of the most creative people on the planet are ADD, and so I consider myself in great company. I don't bemoan the idea of ADD, but it does present some challenges to me. So every thought in my mind is like a sticky note, I like to say. And so sticky note, it's constantly coming. And when I want to sort my thoughts, I have to lay the sticky notes out on a desk of sorts, and I need to put them in order. But the challenge is that the sticky notes keep coming. They just keep coming. And it's sometimes overwhelming. It creates a pile, and I have to sort through the pile and grab the sticky note that I want to focus on and really focus in. I just have an extra little thing where it's a barrier that I need to overcome the ADD so that I can overcome the resistance. I do that by setting some boundaries in my life, saying no to things so that I'm not overwhelmed with a bunch of stuff. Right? I set work hours, when I will work, when I won't work, how much will I work this week. When I'm not eating well, I'm not exercising, I notice that I'm a little bit more distractible and I give in to resistance. I need to be intentional about that, but the ADD is one of the reasons why I tend to give in to resistance. Another reason why I give in to resistance is just straight up laziness and being undisciplined, right? It's the path of least resistance. I'd rather just sit back and relax and keep things the way they are. Why? They're not so bad in my life, right? And so keep things the way they are rather than try to push to overcome the obstacles so that I can accomplish the vision that I have in my mind. So another reason why I give into resistance is criticism. That if I move from here to there, if I overcome resistance and I do something and I create, there's going to be critics. Whenever you create, there's going to be critics. There's going to be somebody who doesn't like the business you started or how you started it. Doesn't like the joke you told or how you told it. Doesn't like the sermon you preached or how you preached it. There's going to be always going to be critics who are going to have something to say if you create. And so one of the reasons why I give in to resistance is because fear of criticism. Another reason why I give in to resistance is because of unrealistic expectations. Like this morning, I wanted to create some B-roll of me making some coffee because I saw some B-roll of Peter McKinnon, big time YouTuber, making some coffee. And the idea of doing it the way that he does it with his skill, expertise, it's just unrealistic to expect that me with zero experience in photography is going to be able to execute the way that he executes. And so if I'm not going to be able to execute the way that he executes, why even try at all? Unrealistic expectations. What it looks like when I give into resistance is sometimes just being distracted by things that may be urgent but not important. Maybe being distracted by things that are fun, like YouTube or Netflix, watching content creators rather than being a content creator. Another way that I give in, what it looks like for me to give into resistance, is that I substitute knowing something about something for doing something. And so knowing about creating content is not the same thing as creating content. Knowing about joke structure is not the same as getting on stage at an open mic. Knowing about how to write music is not the same as actually doing it, right? And so sometimes I substitute just accumulating information and knowledge for actually doing it. So I've been guilty of that. How about you? Would you hit in the comments below? Let me know how you've been guilty of giving in to resistance. So how do I overcome and how do I fight and push back against resistance? First of all, I try to just do something, just do one thing. Last night, I was just thinking about this YouTube video that I needed to produce, and it got a little overwhelming with, okay, my topic I need to flesh out, I need to record it, and then I need to dump all the video, and then I need to edit all the video, I need to create a thumbnail, and then I need to upload it, and then if I wanted to generate any traffic, I need to create some tags, I need to share it on social media, I need to do all these things, and it became overwhelming. Listen, one way that you fight and you resist and you overcome resistance is not by doing everything, but by doing one thing. And so last night I sat down and I said, okay, what's one thing I can do right now this second? I can write an outline. And I thought about resistance because I've been giving into resistance. And so I need to sit down and write an outline about resistance. What is resistance? Why do I resist? How do I resist? And how can I overcome resistance? And so boom. Sat down for 40 minutes, sketched that out, and then today I'm recording, and then this afternoon I'll edit. And just remember that done is better than perfect. It's not gonna look as great as Peter McKinnon, but at least I'm doing something, right? At least you're doing something. You're not gonna be able to be the best photographer or best musician or best blogger or best vlogger, whatever it is, best YouTuber, whatever it is, in your first go. And so just do something, just do something. But then finally, and I think this one is super important for me, is don't do it alone. Don't do it alone. Like, it's easy for me to say something in my mind and keep it quiet. And then if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then no harm, no foul. It's a whole different story when I invite my friends into it. So I tell people, I've told my friends, I told my family, I told my coworkers, I told my neighbors, hey, I'm starting a YouTube channel. I posted it on my social media. I started this YouTube channel. Check it out. And the commitment to do it once a week, and so that people know about it, and then they can ask me about it. When I started doing comedy a few years ago, people started asking me about when they can see a show, right? So I couldn't chicken out. Even now, I haven't been on stage in 6 months because of coronavirus, but people still ask me today, hey, when's the next time you're gonna be on stage? Hey, when's the next time we can see you do comedy, right? And so tell people about it. And then what happens is not only can they encourage you and call out greatness in you, but also they can hold you accountable, that when you'd rather lay down and just let life pass you by, they will come and kick you in the rear end and say, hey, wake up, you got to get something done. Hey, I thought you were going to do this. I thought you were going to do that. And I know that for me, somebody calling me out saying, hey, I thought you were going to do this, is motivates me to get it done. So guys, listen, resistance is a very real thing. It pushes against us. It wants to keep us where we're at. How about you? How have you experienced resistance? What do you do to overcome resistance? I'd love to hear from you. I hope this was helpful to you, added value to your life. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell a friend. Let's get this channel to 100 subscribers. That's my first milestone. Let's get it. Hit it down below, subscribe. Let's do it. Boom. All right, I forgot to tell you, the test came back negative, just in case you're wondering. All right, good night.